Maido. Hi there, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about messaging. Present, master shimashou. This is the fourth year of the Presentation Japan series podcast. We're beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, is now released. All are available on Amazon. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 262. Today we're talking about what is your message? Are we clear enough about our message? There are some common problems around getting the messaging right. We have no clear message, and the audience don't quite know what to make of the talk, or we have so many messages, the audience are confused and cannot attach to any of the messages. This is an exaggeration, but we should be able to write our one key message on a grain of rice. The point is to make the message clear and get it down to the minimum number of words to describe it is really tough. Rambling and waffling on are easy, whereas being precise is hard work. This explains why most talks haven't boiled everything down to one clear message, and the presentation fails or misses the mark. If we are thinking of a topic to speak on, or if we're asked to speak on a certain topic, the first major effort will be to find the key message. This sounds straightforward, but there are so many angles from which to approach a topic. We need to select the best one and then clarify it. The best one will be determined by our audience analysis. Who are we going to be speaking to? And what message will resonate the most strongly with them? If we don't know who our audience is, we need to find out. In episode number 260, we went into more detail on just how to do that, so please go back and listen to that episode. Getting the key message clear is also important when it comes to promoting the talk. Our title will get sent out to the prospective audience, and if we've done our audience analysis well, then there will be a high degree of resonance with our target group. Getting the title right makes such a difference, and we all know that. We respond to certain titles more than others. If we can hone in on the key interest, then our audience numbers will fill up, and we will set the stage to deliver our message. I was attending a talk recently, and there are only about 30 people online. Given the speaker and the quality of the content, it should have been 100 people at least. The title let the talk down and didn't grab attention because the message and the audience analysis hadn't been given enough attention. Once we have crafted our one key message, we need to look for content which supports that key message. These are like chapters in a thesis. When you write your thesis, you have your central proposition, your key finding from the research, and the rest of the document is set about backing up what you are pontificating about. We need evidence, hard evidence, rather than broad statements about what we think. Nobody cares what we think. In this era of cynicism, built on a fear of falling for fake news, evidence has become even more vital than in the past. A speech is a similar situation. We have a number of chapters in the speech which are crammed to the gunwales with evidence proving what we are saying is true. Inside these chapters, there may be some sub-messages, again, providing hard evidence, which, when added together, validate our one big key message. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is brought to you by, on the 4th and 5th of November, we're doing high-impact presentations in English. Also on the 4th of November, we're doing professional leadership, looking at coaching. On the 11th, we're doing professional leadership, looking at delegation. On the 16th of November, we're doing a course preview. And on the 18th of November, we're doing professional leadership, how to handle mistakes. 25th of November, we're doing professional leadership, vision, mission, values. Check out our website at www.Carnegie, CARNEGIE.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The usual problem with messaging, though, is too many messages. We teach public speaking, and we have a tool called the Magic Formula, where we provide the context, background, data, proof, evidence, then the call to action and the benefit of that call to action. I notice that our participants are always adding and adding points to bolster the benefit rather than grabbing the most powerful benefit. The effect is the key message about the benefit is being diluted by what follows. This is the age of distraction. And when we pile on the detail, well, our audience gets lost and loses interest. We need to make sure the sub-messages are supporting and proving the main message and not competing with it. This is where pruning a speech becomes very important. We need to ask, if we can reduce the content by 10% to see if the message becomes clearer. This is a lot harder than it sounds, and I'm as guilty as anyone in this regard. What we normally do is we keep adding to the speech. We find a great slide and we add that. Oh, then we find another and we add that. We keep adding more slides or more messages and we create confusion for our audience. Being forced to chop out 10% is a good discipline to force us to be as clear as possible. This is painful, but it will improve the whole presentation by adding more clarity to what we want people to absorb. So, have one central message and look for a number of ways to get that one message across. If we can do that, then the audience will absorb what we are saying and we can count the talk as a success. Go for quality rather than quantity of messages when presenting. Thank you for joining the Presentations Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.